Good morning, my fellow traders, and welcome back to another live trading session by your boy Prodigy, where I show you guys what it's like to be a day trader, working on becoming a full-time millionaire every single day, working on becoming a full-time day trader. Because guys, at one point, I was working a full-time 9-to-5 job, only had 30 minutes to trade, but now guys, we have 2 hours. But unfortunately, today in this video, we only have one. And I actually have to leave here in about 15 minutes. So that's the reality of working, and that's why I'm trying to get up out of this job. Because guys, we need more free time, we need more time to ourselves to work on things that we actually love to do and things that we actually need to focus on. And so with that being said, we have not entered anything yet. News did drop, and I will show you guys what the news looks like when it drops, because that's really important. And it actually did end up shifting the whole market. It did. Market's pumping here pretty hard here. I haven't took anything yet, but the Discord's going wild, guys. They all took some trades. Laundry Capital's going crazy per usual. He's taking some crazy gains. Caesar's in here. We even got Memo as well as we even got Kev too. So we're almost at 300 subscribers. We're only 7 away. Appreciate all the love and support, guys, and all the comments. If you guys want to see your guys' comments, make sure you guys watch the video yesterday. Now, since we did trade yesterday and made a decent gain of $63, we will try to be careful and cautious today of trading anything. And maybe at work on our first break at 10 a.m., maybe we'll trade something. I'll live record it on my phone if I do enter anything, or even if I do trade or feel like trading. But so far, the market is a little bit difficult to catch anything. We are getting some nice bulls here, so if I do see a nice bull setup or call position to the upside, I will enter. But anyways, guys, let's see what we enter. Live trade it if I can within these next 10-15 minutes. If not, we'll trade at work.
So the only interesting thing that I see is on SPY. Bear with me a little bit here. I know it can be a little bit cluttered, but SPY is right here at the 50% fib level, and that's a pretty strong level. Look at the reaction here. Was a support here at one point. Not that long ago, it actually was a resistance. So here we are again right at the level, trying to break above it. If it holds some support there at 50% fib level at open, I might take some calls. But either way, guys, that's the only level I'm looking at for SPY, is a break above the 50% fib level and a continuation on above to the 61.8% fib level. And if I were to shoot down to the 30-minute time frame, you can see that we are breaking above this specific 50% fib level. And look at this, guys. Look at the price action. Reject, long wicks to the downside, break above. We'll see what we do at the reaction of the support retest. Last but not least, on NVDA, we freaking sold off hard, guys. After losing that specific support level, it's just gone. But here we are trying to bounce the market and potentially a reject back at that zone again. And this time I might play. So I'm going to be watching NVIDIA and SPY today. Let's see what we can get into. 5 minutes before the market opens.
Guys, look at this crazy movement. These 3 stocks straight fell super hard. These 3 stocks are pushing. Isn't that weird? Isn't that weird?
We got news here in 7 seconds. Let's see how the market reacts, guys. But I also want to show you guys something real important too. So here is the news. But let's skip the news. Okay, so on to what really is important. It also is in line with my technical analysis. We're looking at the 1 hourly time frame here. You can see that SPY on the 1 hour rejected that 50% fib level that we talked about in the pre-market plan. Not only that though, but that's also the 50 SMA simple moving average area. So that's 2 reasons for it to reject. So that's pretty bearish. Now it might come up here and retest it just based off this news, because right now what's happening is news is pumping it. But look at the volume. There's no volume. This is really just based off nothing, really. Just news pumping it. So I'm not going to take anything. Most people that might take calls here got to be careful. So that's just a quick update. I haven't entered anything, and I do got to leave in 30 minutes. News just dropped, and guys, look at this. Straight pumping. But the volume is not there. I don't believe that this little pump is going to really do much. But we'll see what we can do, guys. Try to catch something. Market's a little chopped up. As you guys can see, some stuff's going sideways, some stuff's going up, some stuff's going down. It's a little bit indecisive, hard to read. Let's try to catch something within these next 25 minutes.
Discord has been getting active. People have been dropping sauce, man. Been dropping straight sauce in the trade zone before the market even opens, and it's been real active. Appreciate everybody that's showing the love. We're an active community, small community, but we trade every single day. So unfortunately, I haven't took no trades, as you can see right here. No positions, guys, and it's currently 7:17, and I gotta leave in about 13 minutes. But everybody in the Discord, guys, I wouldn't say everybody at least, but Laundry Cap, Golden Wolf, as well as even Memo, they all took some nice trades. And look at this. He's up 71% off Tesla. He's been calling out, letting everybody know when he was gonna enter, showing what's going on with technical analysis. We've been chatting it up, guys. Like I said, if you want to be around day traders, constantly talking about trading, you got to be in this Discord, because literally that's all we do. Constantly talking about trading, showing charts, showing our technical analysis, showing what we're thinking about, what's about to happen. All these people are some straight hitters, especially Laundry Capital. This guy is insane. But either way, unfortunately, I took no positions, but everybody in the Discord, they're taking their own positions and they're eating. And guys, look at the market right now as we speak. It is falling here on NVIDIA. Big red SPY candle. Amazon don't really care, but some of the stocks are going crazy. So difficult read to try to get on the market. Imagine trying to take calls
calls here on above the 50% fib. Now it's just rejecting that. So it's difficult, man. Like, look at Golden Wolf, man. He was in freaking Google calls, 65%. Laundry cap, 75%. These people are straight hitting it. But this is Google right here. This is set up on Google. Google almost hit all-time high, breaking out this nice range. I like open range breakouts.
We're back home right after the gym sesh. And today, guys, unfortunately, we took 0 trades. But taking no trades and sitting on cash is sometimes even better than taking a trade, because the market was a little bit iffy. Half of my stocks in the morning were pulling down while half of them were pushing up. It was a little bit hard to try to get a read on the market on exactly what was happening, but I would love to do a recap still and talk about the price action and show you guys from our pre-market trade plan and what had happened today and how it reacted, what we could have done, what we could have entered, what we were thinking about while the market was open, and what will we be trading tomorrow. I'll update you guys here with the fundamental news here shortly, as well as even drop some comments down that people have left from last night, and even go over a quick trade plan for what I do plan to trade for tomorrow, guys. This week's already going by fast. Tuesday flew by super quick, and we're already almost on Wednesday. That's why I say you got to do something every single day, because time goes by fast, and time does not stop for no man. Time does not stop for nobody. So you have to be doing something, working on something, creating something, because if you don't, every single day that goes by, you'll be feeling like you didn't do anything. And then before you know it, a whole week goes by, and then before you know it, a whole month goes by, and before you know it, half a year to a year goes by, guys. So anyways, let's dive into the recap and show you guys what we missed, why we didn't trade, and what happened.
So I would love to talk about SPY real quick, because guys, SPY was something that we talked about in the trade plan, so you can rewind it and go back and see. But I would love to update you guys and let you guys know what we were talking about, because I do actually remember. And what I had mentioned was SPY is right here at this 50% fib level, which is a resistance, and it is creating some type of resistance level here. It needs to get above 50% fib level. That's what it needed to do. The 38.2% fib level was a support. We ended up bouncing on it during the pre-market and yesterday at the low. We ended up bouncing on it at yesterday, as well as we started bouncing in the after hours. And then pre-market, guys, we're right here at the 50% fib level. Now, the reason why I consider that important is because if you go over here, you can see that it was once a support, and when you go over here, you can see it was once a resistance. So the reaction at that specific area, that specific level, is actually really nice, and it's something that I look towards when I'm looking at a specific level. So that 50% fib level was real nice. Now, the rejection there was solid. I was thinking that we weren't going to get bulls today. I was thinking that we were going to reject the 50% fib level and continue on down to the downside, and let's get right into it. So the first 4 hour of market being open from 6 a.m. till 10 a.m. my time, it does reject the 50% fib level. Sellers are more stronger than buyers, and their buyers are nowhere to be found. But then the last 4 hours, we ended up getting a nice bullish engulfing. So who knows what tomorrow's going to look like, guys? This is a decent bullish engulfing on the 4 hour. Who knows what tomorrow's going to look like? Who knows what's going to happen? So far, that is pretty bullish when it comes to candle setup, because that's pretty strong. Now let's go down to the hourly, because on the hourly, guys, I could have and should have and would have entered. I should have, man. Some stocks are pushing up like Apple, Amazon, and Microsoft, while other half like NVDA, AMD were pulling down in the morning. So it was real hard to get a read on this. But guys, look at this early in the morning. Look at this pre-market action before we even do anything. Look at this pre-market action before 6 a.m. hits. At 2 a.m. all the way till 5 a.m., all these hourly candles are below that 50% fib level. Let me go down to 30-minute time frame. Guys, look at this. This is a 30-minute time frame now. Look at those rejects. Now, there was one candle that did close above, but other than that, there is a lot of candles trying to get some long wicks to the downside. So honestly, maybe I would have been a little bit thinking that bulls were going to try to step in that open. But ultimately, as soon as market opened, we opened below the 50% fib level. If you would have taken the risk, which I didn't, and I should have, of taking puts at the 50% fib level, you would have got paid. That would have been a nice quick trade at open. Sometimes I do enjoy doing those, but as of lately, I try not to, because I don't want my first trade to be an L, and then the second trade to be an L, and then now I'm down $100. But anyways, first market opens, and literally we sell off so hard to the downside. Then you can see right here at 7 a.m. news, guys, at 7 a.m. news hits, fat pump. Then that changes the whole game. Ever since then, it kind of just kept on with higher lows. Another pump again, another pump again. So that 7 a.m. news hits, consumer confidence, pumps us up, higher highs, higher lows. And what do I mean by that? Real quick, I'll dry it out. Higher lows and higher highs. Boom. Then you get your pattern right there. That's the trend. That's the open intraday trend. Then 9 a.m. comes around. What happens at 9 a.m.? A speaker from the Federal Reserve is going to do a speech. Fed Lisa. She comes on. I don't watch it, but the volume starts drying up. No volume whatsoever, but it steps into the seller's hands somehow. Drops below the 50% fib level, breaks below this trend, starts creating lower highs, and ultimately creates lower lows here. Tries to do somewhat of a double bottom bounce here. If you were to say this is the support and this is support, tries to do a double bounce here. But look at the candles, guys. Read the candles. What is this candle telling you? That sellers are stepping in and they cannot take it above. Buyers don't want this. Sellers want this. Look at the candles. Look at the volume. Volume's decreasing for buyers, and the sellers are stepping in a tad bit more. This candle alone itself is telling you that buyers are done here as well. So I mean, that's just me reading it. On top of that, that's just me reading the candles. But on top of that, you already are breaking this structure. So that's pretty solid. I've bet if I threw on some EMAs, I'm pretty sure that's a retest of EMA as well. But either way, fat sell off to the downside after Fed lease. So then out of nowhere, 10 a.m., 4-hour closes, 4-hour candle closes, 10 a.m. hits, and we start getting some big pumping buyers. Look at the buyers, guys. They actually start showing up. Buyers actually showed up 15 minutes before 10 a.m. because look at this buyer volume here. Look at this candle here. Long wick to the downside, except on the next candle, it ultimately sells below. And there is where I would have been like, where did those buyers go? But then they do kick in after the 4-hour candle closes. They do kick in at 10:05 a.m. They kick in. Buyer volume kicks in one more time, and this is where they ultimately take it up bullish engulfing instead of a hammer and takes us on up, creates higher lows, higher highs, and boom. So that is SPY, and that's just me reading the price action, me reading the candles somewhat, because I didn't read every single candle, but you do need to, because that's how you read candles. That's how you get better at understanding what's going on, and the higher the time frame, the stronger the move. But that's just me showing you guys off of the change in price action of who's controlling what, because after you get that nice breakup structure to the downside, it does ultimately sell off pretty hard. But then again, buyers start stepping in, volume kicks in, candles start showing some good strength, boom. So I love reading candles, guys, as you can tell. Anyways, and so as far as when it comes to trade plan, guys, because honestly, I just want to go over a quick recap on the S&P 500, since that was kind of the only trade plan that we had mentioned early in the morning, and it was the most easiest and simplest one that I can actually go over real quick with you guys. But also, we are going to go over NVDA, and I also am going to talk to you guys real quick about the trade plans, as well as even talk about what I do plan on take calls at tomorrow if we get some bulls. So where am I going to take calls at tomorrow, guys? I am going to take calls at the 61.8% fib level, because that is another resistance level that we do need to break above. And if we get that break above, I will take calls there and plan to sell it on this big zone here, which is a resistance level that maybe we can break through. Microsoft broke all-time highs, so there is a couple reasons to be bullish a tad bit. But overall, guys, if we do get that break above 61.8% fib level, then I will take calls just like how we did with 50% fib level. Now, we might reject first at the 61.8 fib level, but then again, like how today happened, we might end up ultimately breaking it back above it at the end of the day. So with that being said, guys, I am going to watch for that break of structure of 61.8% fib level get broken, because at that point, we would almost start creating higher highs. Almost. The reason why I say almost, because we still need to get above this recent high. But the moment we start breaking that structure and creating some higher highs, then we might start seeing some upside again. But overall, SPY is still in the same kind of generalish area that we've been talking about since Sunday. On Sunday, we said it's holding this 50% fib level, but then towards literally the last 30 minutes, it dropped a leg down to the 38.2% fib level. So it just held, dropped a leg, and now it's going up. It's just playing between these short-term fib levels that I have on my chart, which is why I like them. And so far, you can see it for yourself. It's actually reacting and respecting these specific levels really nicely to a T, in my opinion. This is the type of reactions you want to see on your levels. So that is SPY. NVIDIA is also in the same general area, but NVIDIA looks even better because, guys, let's check it. Let's check out NVIDIA. I also have NVIDIA with fib levels, but also NVIDIA is breaking 38.2% fib level. Now, the fibs isn't something I rely on, guys. It's just as of lately, with everything breaking all-time highs and then coming back down to retest these, it's not that bad to have some retracements on. So with that being said, guys, NVIDIA is trying to get back above this specific zone that we had mentioned one time that was a support, ended up breaking below and rejecting below hard, and now here we are again. But this time we're breaking above it. Most likely we'll create some support here, and guys, that's what I'm eyeing. If we create some support here and create some lower wicks to the downside in the pre-market, maybe at open, and maybe once I see some bulls again, maybe I might text some calls and risk it, because NVIDIA is a hot stock. A lot of investors are eyeing it. It did dip down pretty hard. Maybe they're buying the dip. So fundamental wise, it's already a little bit bullish because it's a hot stock. And on top of that, guys, technical analysis wise, market is pushing. Microsoft's breaking all-time highs. SPY looks pretty solid here. SPY can get above the 61.8% fib level. Once that happens, I don't think NVIDIA would struggle on taking it to above new highs again, because ultimately, guys, this is a hot stock. Now, the support that I'll be watching for NVIDIA is this general zone, as well as the 38.2% fib level, guys. That's just a simple level that I'm going to watch. That is my trade plan for tomorrow. Unfortunately, we took 0 trades today, guys, but it is what it is. And honestly, sometimes that is good, because on Monday we took a gain, so we're still profitable on the week, and we just need to be careful and make sure we don't lose any type of gains, because we want to be profitable and we want to be consistently taking gains. Now, real quick, guys, you guys can skip this for the people that don't find this too important, but guys, it's valuable to me, because anybody that leaves a comment on my YouTube section is very valuable and important, because guys, at one point I had 0 views, 0 everything, guys, 0. I started from ground zeros. That's where we all start, right? So anyways, let's get right into these comments, guys, because a few people, and I have 3 of them at least, that dropped some comments. And guys, shout out to Jamal Peelter. He said, "Morning, bro, up and ready for some trading lessons." He was up earlier than me, but probably because he's in Eastern time zone. Who knows? Maybe he's just that much of a killer. Maybe he's just that much of a millionaire, and he just wants to make money, and he up bright up and early bird gets the one. So shout out to you, bro. Let's drop some more of these trading lessons. I'm trying to show you guys a sauce and give you guys some good insights. And that's why I really appreciate him, because he always leaves a comment on one of my videos, guys, and that helps pushes it a lot. As well as BeesBase7506, man. Appreciate you. He said he tunes in every day and he's definitely learning. So thanks for the daily uploads. And I appreciate you tuning in every single day, bro. And thank you, man. So shout out to you, and shout out to you always. Guys, I really appreciate you guys showing the love and support. It really does help this channel grow. And overall, guys, I hope you guys had a good, awesome day. It's Tuesday. Tomorrow's Wednesday. Let's have a good rest of the trading week. I'll try to add some good live trades. Tomorrow we have 2 hours to trade. So most definitely I'll at least catch something. And we'll live record it and not just do a voiceover. And I hope to catch some good trades, guys. So let me know what you guys traded today. Let me know if you guys find these videos helpful. I do try to do some recaps and drop some good education with it. Let's keep hustling. Let's keep working towards our dream, because every single day is a day closer towards your dreams. Because guys, the universe is doing everything it can to help get you to where you want to go, but you also have to put in half of the work, if not maybe 75% of the work, and also get to where you want to go and work real hard every single day to get to where you want to go, so that it meets you in the middle. But anyways, have a great rest of your guys' day. You guys are all awesome, and I appreciate every single one of you guys. I really genuinely do. And I remember all you guys' faces and names. And shout out to JR Trades, because he actually joined the Discord, guys. And if you guys want to join the Discord, I'm doing half off. Just type in at the checkout vlogs with an S at the end, no spaces, all caps, just vlogs. If you guys want to join for $24.99 instead of $49.99. And shout out to JR Trades, because he's in here, guys, and we've been active, constantly killing it, constantly talking trade ideas, and constantly talking about stocks. So if you guys are not around daily traders talking about trades, and if you want to even join trading and you want to be a part of a community that's talking about trading, then you better join Live Trades, because guys, that's all we do is talk about trades, talk about trading, talk about the next setup, what's happening economically and fundamentally. And guys, let's keep killing it. Catch you guys in the trade zone.